Hey, I'm Celly, the cell, and this is my Draw My Life video. Everything started with Mama, who's a diploid cell. One day she had the brilliant idea to try out the newest trend for diploid cells, which was in fact meiosis. Meiosis is a process in which the number of chromosomes per cell is cut in half through the separation of homologous chromosomes in a diploid cell. Just prior to meiosis 1, the cell undergoes a round of chromosome replication during interphase. After interphase 1, the cell begins to divide and the chromosomes pair up. As prophase 1 ends, a spindle forms and attaches to each tetrad. During metaphase 1 of meiosis, paired homologous chromosomes line up across the center of the cell. As the cell moves into anaphase 1, the homologous pairs of chromosomes separate. During anaphase 1, the spindle fibers pull each homologous chromosome pair toward opposite ends of the cell. When anaphase 1 is complete, the separated chromosomes cluster at opposite ends of the cell. The next phase is telophase 1, in which a nuclear membrane forms around each cluster of chromosomes. Cytokinesis follows telophase 1, forming two new cells. As the cells enter prophase 2, the chromosomes, each consisting of two chromatids, become visible. During metaphase of meiosis 2, chromosomes line up in the center of each cell. As the cell enters anaphase, the paired chromatids separate. The final four phases of meiosis 2 are similar to those in meiosis 1. And that's how my three sisters, Selbit, Sauti, and Selfie, and I were born. See, I know things. It's not like I still think that baby cells come from mitosis. Mitosis is a completely different process. Mitosis has basically the same process as meiosis. The only difference is that there's only one division involved in mitosis. Prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and telophase happen just once, and the result of it are twins instead of quadruplets. Now let's talk a little bit more about me. My best friend is called Plantel. She's a plant cell. I don't really know how we met, since we are really different, but we also have some similarities. Like for example, we have some mutual friends, or as other people like to call them, organelles. Like the mitochondria to produce energy for us, the ribosomes to make protein, the endoplasmatic reticulum who has the function to transport things across the membrane, the Golgi apparatus, who bundles macromolecules like protein and lipids as they are synthesized within the cell, and the cell membrane, who determines what comes in and what goes out of us, and keeps our internal conditions relatively constant, and regulates the movement of molecules from one side of the membrane to the other. But as I said before, we also have some different friends, organelles. Also, Plantel already works. She's able to produce energy to the flower she lives in. In order to produce energy, Plantel uses sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide, which are known as the reactants. In order to capture sunlight, Plantel uses a pigment called chlorophyll, which is found in the chloroplast. With the captured sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide, Plantel is able to produce oxygen for other living things around her and glucose to feed the plant.